What's up, YouTube? Mr. Fix It, Build It, Break It here. Starting into a little give back video. I learned a lot from the bow hunting community, the mobile hunting community, and there's just a couple of little tricks here. They're not all these are my ideas. I just wanted to show everybody else what I had going on. So first out, this is a Lone Wolf assault pack or assault stand. I think it's a Gen 1. Some of you guys that will know better than me, you can comment down below. I think that's what tells you what year it is. Cheap Amazon backpack straps. We're just gonna go around. We're gonna try and make this video quick and informative. I hate 20-minute videos from everybody else. So this is a Badlands timber pack, discontinued. They came out with another one. Just want to say I'm not sponsored by anybody. So all this stuff is bought with my own money. Things have been traded up and traded down. Here's where we had a lot of questions. So this is the old stand, the old assault stand with a new Lone Wolf custom gear 17-inch minis. So these things stack flat. That's why I got them. So we're gonna take them off real quick here. We got J hooks that hold them in, and then J hooks are then stealth stripped. Come around the back. I'm not worried about noise right now because we're just doing it for you guys, but this can be a really quiet setup. So we're gonna pull the sticks off. I'm gonna stack those up, and this is gonna be as if I was at the base of a tree. So we're getting ready to go. I found my tree. I sized my tree up. Another good rule of thumb here, if you can't fit your arms around the tree, you're probably gonna have trouble throwing your ropes around if you can't touch your hands. Ran into that issue yesterday. So we got that. This is where everyone all these questions came about. So this is just 550 cord. I've got a knot up here. It's just a bowline knot. And then this is where everyone was trying to figure out, a lot of guys were on J hooks and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I didn't want more weight, I didn't want more metal. So this is the bottom of the seat, this is a seat frame. And then what you do is you basically tie it up here, get your length right, and then see where your seat lands. If that doesn't work, move it to a different spot. I tried to figure out how all these guys were doing this, and I was getting upset. I'm like, how are they doing this? And then I just came up with the cord idea. I don't know if this was someone else's. I'm not going to take credit for any of this stuff, but there's probably somebody that's been doing it a lot longer than me. So stand's ready to go, sticks are off. So then what I do, stand comes off, I go to my bag. I'm looking at my bag. Bowline comes out. These are hair ties for my little girls. So super simple. Try to keep everything light. Try to keep everything quiet. So come over here. Packs at the bottom of the tree. I usually keep my harness. This is the top of the harness. I usually keep that kind of hanging out. First thing I grab, and then we come around, throw it on your back. Then here's a couple ideas where I didn't like what other people doing. This strap only goes to this strap. You can't mess it up. So then here I've got orange and orange. Match the colors. Try to keep it simple so any idiot can do this in the dark or in the rain or however you're doing it. Blue, blue, and so on. So you can get a pack of those, the colored zip ties, Harbor Freight, Amazon, anywhere. So now we're set up. Got my rope, that's good to go. Sticks, so I'm gonna load 2 sticks up on this side. These are gonna be my upper sticks. Sticks hang low. So then I'm getting ready to go to the base of the tree. I'm gonna split one stick off. This is my second stick. It's gonna be the second one from the ground. Then the next stick, right here. Here we go. Now we're making our way up, just like this. So now these pouches, they're epoxied at the zippers, so the zippers can only open so much. I don't want them falling out. So I kind of shake around, make sure I'm not dropping stuff, look down, and I'm just gonna open one up. These are the real Amsteel Guy. He just updated the USA, so these are the heavy duty ones. So when I'm doing it in there, throw that sucker around, bring it in, you get the idea. You guys have seen a million videos of these going up and down. But this is how I do it. There's a couple little things here. So as I'm coming up, I got 3 of these in this pouch. And then as I make my way to the top, I'm pulling these off. If you keep them next to each other, they're not clanking. You make your steps up with your lineman's rope, and you're doing it quite quiet. Then once I get to the top, I've got my last Amsteel rope, and then I've got the straps because I still strap the stand. What's he doing? Kilo, come on. Yeah. So then when I get to the top, I forgot to say, I mentioned my stand is on my back, and then a lot of guys, when they're at the top. So this is how I do it too. So you get your stand in here, and then if it's a good tree, or if I'm at a good height, sometimes I'll lock it in like this, throw my strap around, and then work my strap this way. If it's a riskier tree, what I'll do, it's hard to do this without a tree, but I'll lock my lineman's rope in there. So that'll be around the tree on this side. And then as I'm coming up, I'll bring this up in between my arm, and then I'll push that to the side where it gets locked in. It gets locked into my rope, and then I can do my straps, and then I can maneuver that anywhere it's got to go. So that's basically, in a nutshell, where a lot of these little things came up. Everything's color coded, and then as you can't come back down, you do it just the opposite. So it's been a learning experience for me. I climbed utility poles for a little bit in one of my careers, so the climbing doesn't bug me. And I watch some of these guys, the way they run the safety equipment and stuff. But just be careful. Make sure you're always tied off. You know, it's such a simple thing. So then the other thing, I kind of got around. But if we come back to the stand here, there's a couple places that these like to make noise. Right here, if you actually put your bow in here, your camel sitting here, and then you can't really knock that around. It just makes a dead noise. And then what I do is I start over here, I epoxy, and then I wrap paracord all the way around. Just doing the front gives me some kind of an actual ledge where if I'm shooting, or if I'm stepping around, or if it's getting dark, I can feel this little ledge with my feet too, and I know I'm getting close to the edge. So that's another thing. And then just putting electrical shrink tubing on a lot of places. So if you've got exposed metal, you shrink tube everything you can shrink tube, and tape everything you can tape. Even gets into your carabiners. They don't look pretty, but they're quiet. That's all you're after. You just want them to be quiet. So a lot of this is what do you call it? Function over form, or whatever you want to call it. So packs normal stuff. Everyone's got the same stuff, you know, kill kit. There's one more thing in here that other guys were asking about. This is when I get to the top of the tree. So this is originally the HME little 6 foot 1-inch line. It comes with these little hooks here. I think this is 3/16 or 1/8 inch aluminum. So what I did is drilled holes, connected them. You can cut aluminum with a jigsaw on the right blades. I was lucky enough I could do these at work. So basically, you're gonna want to heat it up when you bend it, because if you don't heat it, you get into the stress cracks, or do a compound bend, do a 45 and a 45. But they turned out good. They hold quite a bit of weight. I feel more secure putting a $2,000 bow on one of these hooks rather than just on a plastic hook. So my chocolate lab is sending himself down the slide for entertainment. So Kilo, come here. So the other thing, bow rope. How are we doing on time?
10 minutes.
Oh my gosh, I smoked past the time I was gonna Okay, let me wrap this up. So bowline, mentioned that we got the hair ties in here. I also did two staggered hooks, and that the reason for that is I want to pick my bow up before I pick my bag up. So the bow will get hooked here. That way when they set them down, they get set down and picked up at the same time. Bow is getting hooked on the tight spot, and then it comes up. So I'm gonna wrap that up, but kind of got a glimpse into a couple different things. You know, nothing crazy. It's just anything that's metal, put some tape on it, put some electrical shrink tube on it, and you're gonna change your game up big time. So let's see, that's it. I'm gonna try and post some more videos, and I don't know if I'm any good at this, but I'm gonna do some reviews on my winter gear and how I pack up my winter gear in these bags. The couple bow sights that I've tried. A quick review from the V3X from the V3 from last year, and then I'll have a whole bunch of little home repairs and things you can fix. So, yep. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want. Comment. Tell me how bad I did. Correct me and tell me homemade things I got wrong in the video, and we'll go from there. I'll battle you in the comments. See ya.